Kitchen's open, y'all. I'm running a little late, but that's okay. If you've never said hi before, over here, down here in the chat, say hi. We want to give you a warm welcome. Counterculture will take good care of you there. All right, so these are probably the freshest radishes we will ever work with because, oh, I don't know, I hit go live and then I went out and got the live radishes. So I'm gonna have to spend a few minutes cleaning that. What are we doing today? Radishes three ways. What are those ways, Dina? That's what you're asking me. I'm gonna pickle, just a quick pickle, roast them and saute them. So, but first, the cocktail. This is super, super fast, super easy, because, well, you know, I'm all about that. What are we doing tonight? So you need your grapefruit juice. I really like this Uncle Matt's brand. And need some good vodka. And we need to get the dirt off the board. Let's get that tall Collins glass that I need. And through the magic of, oh, she finally remembered to do it, the ice is already in the glass. So we need 1.5 ounces of vodka. Jigger would be nice. Or this. This works. Glasses are even better. This is so dead simple, I'm almost embarrassed to even try to show it to you. 1.5 ounces. Grapefruit juice. Need a stirry thing. Let's go get one. Oh, they're called spoons. Stirry things, spoons. He's got a lot to say today. Yes, this is a direct influence from our friend and compadre, Sherry Kennedy. Thank you, Sherry. All right, let's see who's here. And while we're doing that, you can look at a pile of radishes that I'm gonna have to quick, fast clean. There's all kinds of them in there. All right, Tori, hey, thanks for being here, pal. Mary, Sherry. You know, Tori, I've missed our Thursday nights too. So hopefully we're going to be back on track. Let's see what we have going on here. Let's get the roasted ones going first because they're going to take the longest, and then we'll get these kind of soaking here for a minute. So. No sync cam, but we'll do this up high thing. So I'm going to save these greens. Yeah, let me go back over here and I'll snip them off real quick and then I'll wash that might be easier. Yeah. Some of these greens are going to be really good for breakfast tomorrow, or I might even use them tonight, but more likely breakfast because I like them with scrambled eggs. And I'm just going to kind of pinch off to leave some at the top because they're kind of cute, pretty. And I think for my roasters, I actually want to use the other variety, the ones that have been sitting in the fridge for a few days. Like this is too woody. Just get rid of that. Don't try to eat that. I let them get too big. So I have been on a little bit of a sauteed radish kick. So this one's huge. It's kind of, well, it probably isn't woody, but the greens are definitely a no. So put those over there. Yeah, I've been on a bit of a radishes and rice kick, which isn't anything bad, for sure. These bigger greens are just going to be tough, and sometimes they bite you, so I don't like to mess with them. Neither does Cash. Incidentally, radishes are one of Cash's favorite foods. I'm thinking about putting in a sink outside that just runs off of my rain barrels. So I think that'll make things nice and convenient. All right. You guys come with me. This would have been good to have ready, I know. But you also get to see the process, how messy it is, and how great it is to be able to just wheel up and go get something fresh out of the garden real quick and have a meal. So that's kind of the fun of what I do here. If I unplug that by accident one more time, hopefully y'all haven't noticed that. Okay, let's get a clean work area going here. Boy, I'm gonna need this drink after all this rushing around. Okay, now, what I've got here, these are a few days old. I thought I'd get to them sooner. I didn't, because I've been cheating and I like them really fresh, so I keep going outside and getting new ones. All right, I'm gonna cut these up. We're gonna get them in the oven roasting. It's already going at 450. And then we're gonna get onto those quick pickles. So. See who's here. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving. Christina, Miss Alpaca Mama here, got me out in the garden the other day. I walked a good bit, actually. Hey, Kevin, thanks for coming. All right, let's roll really fast. So when I cut into this, I'm gonna know if it's good or not, because sometimes they're really tough to cut into. So then I know, yeah, I don't want to use that one. And for the roasted, I'm gonna go quartered. I let this one go too long. You can see that it's a little hollow inside, but it still tastes good. We're gonna use it. Mr. Man down here is waiting for a handout or a drop. They're so pretty inside. So all we're gonna do is hit these with a little bit of avocado oil, something neutral. And then salt and pepper them, throw them in the pan. We'll roast these for, I don't know, 10 minutes and then turn them. See, like even this one, it's pretty big, but they're not woody, they're not too tough. Yeah, it's got a nice flavor, nice consistency. So yeah, salt and pepper these. Super fast, super easy. Oops, went too far on that one, that's okay. I've been eating them more sauteed because that's just been kind of fun and fast. I don't think I've actually put everything away from doing it so much lately. All right. So this is all I need for me. You can do as much as you want. Put a little bowl. All right, this has to happen because he really likes them. So I think I have a baby one in here somewhere, yeah. Get my eyes out of the shot, come on. There you go. Mr. Man, come here, Cash. Oh. You want that? Okay, there you go, go get it. He's happy now. All right. Not sure where my avocado oil is. Oh yeah. It's in the pantry, but it's not pantry cam enough, so I'm just gonna go over there. I don't know how much that was. Maybe a tablespoon and a half, tablespoon. Should have salted and peppered before I did that, but that's okay. And I think I would have preferred some fresh cracked, but that's okay because I don't really want too much on there. I'm gonna go a little heavy on the salt because usually I'll put this over, so you have it with some potatoes or some rice. All up again. Got a little pan here ready. And we're just gonna drop these guys in here. What you wanna do is just get the surface down because you want those to brown up, and we're gonna turn them in a few minutes. Oven's at 450, I think I already said that. Make sure no dogs are in the way, and in we go. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer. All right, so that's that.
10 minutes, starting now.
Thank you.
By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. Okay, time for the quick pickles. For this, I'm gonna get these round ones, but it really doesn't matter. It's just that these are gonna be a bigger footprint, so to speak. So, whoa, get back here. Slice up these dudes. And links to the recipes are gonna be coming at you. I guess I'm not going to be able to do it. They're in the, if one of the moderators can copy and paste it easily. If not, I'll just put them in the description later. So, and I'm going to go for, I don't know, you want a little bite on your quick pickles. So, about that thick, what is that, 1/4 inch? Cash is gonna like this. Anybody growing radishes this year? I might not like this one. We have a little more cut and see. Yeah, I'm not gonna use this one. It's got some, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna cut off the brown section. Duh. There we go. So the way I do my quick pickle on these, because I like these on rice, is I'm going to do them kind of Asian style. So we're going to have a little bit of garlic and ginger, and then we're going to do rice vinegar instead of apple cider. If you don't have rice vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar and then just a little bit of water to bring it down to the strength that you would like. This one's a little tough, so I'm going to leave that for Cash. Okay, this one, it's borderline. I don't know how I can convey how this feels. It's a little tougher to go through, but that's not woody, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. This piece, it's a little tough, so that's dog treat right there. All right, got our radishes ready. Yeah, this one is, yeah, not liking that one so much. Here, Cash. Here you go. All right. This is super fast, super easy. We're gonna now, you don't have to heat up the vinegar. It helps dissolve the salt faster, but I'm not making very much of this tonight. So the recipe says to put the salt and the vinegar in a little saucepan and heat it, on medium until the salt dissolves. You don't really need to do it. I'm not going to this time, just because. So we've got some salt, half teaspoon, about. That looks good. And I'm just putting a little bit of the vinegar in at first. And I'm going to dissolve it this way. And like I said, this is rice vinegar. All right, let's get some garlic going and a little bit of ginger. Where is my bowl of garlic? Oh yeah, right here. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of ginger. We need our spoon to the ginger. So I like just this matchstick size because the pickles, it's easy to pick it out if you don't want to eat the full-on piece of ginger. So that's that. Let's hit up some garlic here. Hello, Principal Walker. Hope you're doing well. Sherry, thank you for putting the link up. There's our roasted radishes. And here's our quick pickled radishes. Okay, so all we need to do is layer this and layer the radishes, garlic, and ginger in our little jar here. But I see my salt hasn't quite dissolved yet, so there may be some validity to heating it up. Yeah, I made the mistake of not doing it. I'm just going to keep going down that road. So let's put a couple pieces of ginger or radishes in. Sprinkle some think for 5 days in a row, I have had sauteed radishes with a little bit of sesame. Well, the ones that we're going to do today, but I kind of changed it up a little, and I have it with rice and a scrambled egg and some spinach. So there you go. Now I'm gonna just cover it with this rice vinegar, excuse me. You don't want to leave these in the fridge for too long. They're better eaten pretty fresh. And with that, it is just in time to turn the, what do you call those things? Radishes. Or yeah, turn the radishes that are in the oven. So you'll have to excuse my Dina-proof timer. I have the lights go off and on, so if I don't hear it, I'll see it. So that's what this looks like. Within a half hour, this is going to start to really turn pink. It's going to be pretty cool. So let's get this in the fridge. Alexa, dismiss. And I'm going to pull out the ones that are in the oven. We'll flip them over and then get them back in. Make sure no dogs are moving around. These could use a little more time. Yeah, we're gonna go back in for just a few more minutes before we turn them. Ooh, that's hot. See, they're not quite burnt. They're not burnt, but not quite as crispy as I'd like. So let's go in here. All right. I'm gonna set a 3-minute timer. And then my favorite one's coming up soon. I will have to slice those up a little bit. Did I just pull my mic again? Nope. Okay. These guys are going to get sauteed. Ooh, it's warm in here. I haven't decided how I want to cut them. I don't know if I want to quarter them. Yeah. So this variety, there's 2 varieties here. This is French breakfast. Kind of just a generic French breakfast. And then the ones that are kind of a little more stout are a type of French breakfast. It's called 18 days, but it's in French. I'm not going to try. And you know what I just decided? I'm going to actually make the eggs and saute these. It won't take long. We've already got some rice made over there, and it really doesn't take that much longer. Got a little bit of a zip to it. There's a little white tail down here. He keeps on wagging his tail. Wag, 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 wag. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to quarter them. Actually, you know, I'm going to halve them because they're so small. I don't want them mushy. And since these are so fresh, there's a good chance that they would go mush. Ooh, don't cut your finger off. Well, these are nice and tender. These were planted on the 23rd of May. What's that? Okay. So I'm going to scramble up an egg, put that off to the side before I actually cook it. And then I'm going to do up my rice in the way I like it. Put that off to the side. And I'm going to saute these guys. But first, let's turn those other ones. So put these off to the side here. All right. Cash, can you get in your bed? Get in your bed. Go. Here. Oh yeah, that's much better. They're a little more blistered. So that one can stay down, but just get all these guys turned. Ooh, hot. Christine, Alpaca Mama, you usually do the same varieties as me. Sometimes you do the Easter egg, I think, right? And for those of you who don't grow radishes, Easter egg means they just give you a variety pack all in one. Just jumble them all together and you don't know what you're gonna get. Okay, let's talk about scrambled eggs. Well, yes, I do crack them into a dog bowl. It's a clean dog bowl, but I do that because I don't like my porcelain and ceramic dishes to get all fork marked. And I'm using my little stainless dish, so they're clean. He agrees. A little bit of half and half in there. I never know where to put the fork. Okay, so that's ready for when we need it. I made some rice earlier today, so let's go over to the stove and work on this over there. We've got some butter, sesame seeds, and who's my best friend? Sesame oil. I go through an insane amount of sesame oil. Sherry, this is not the bottle that was in there ready to be opened. It is yet another bottle since the last time you were here. I think that was like 2 weeks ago that we talked. Yeah, so yeah. All right, I am putting the burner on, I don't know, probably like 3 out of 10. What is that? 4, so medium low. Get my little spurtle dirtle out here. And a tablespoon of butter in. A little bit of olive oil, or excuse me, sesame oil. Get that heating up. This is, yeah, like my favorite breakfast. Oh, you know what? I've got some spinach too, so we're gonna use that. Let's see what you guys are saying here though. Cherry Belle and Sparkler Girl. Haven't seen the mix pack, but that'd be fun to try. Next time you're here, I'll give you some. Yeah, what is it with the sesame oil, right, Mary? All right, spinach. I picked this yesterday morning. Let's see how it looks. Washed it really good and then just put it in wet paper towels. Dina, that's wasteful. No, it's not, because you know what? I hang these to dry and use them again. So let's put them up here. The paper towel seems to hold the moisture the best in the fridge. I've tried a towel. It works okay. These towels work pretty well though. The ones that I use here. These work really well for lettuces. I just swaddle my greens nice and wet in the towel, put them in the fridge, and they stay nice and crisp. Like I said, picked this stuff yesterday. It's golden. Hang this somewhere. Okay, let's go back over here to the stove, my friends. How we doing? So you can do it in either order. You can do your radishes first, or you can do your rice first. For some reason, I like to do the rice first. I don't know why. Let me get a spoon. It's not sizzling, so it's not hot enough. I'm gonna go ahead and go up to medium. But that's the butter and the sesame oil in here. Really, I just want to get it warm. I'm not trying to make fried rice here. I'm just getting it warm. I forgot to get a link for this. You're gonna love this stuff. It's called Umami Sea Salt, and I get it at Oaktown Spices. It's good, y'all. I think it has mushroom in it. It's got this really fantastic umami flavor to it that just rounds out, especially this dish. It ties it all together. It's And usually the only salt I'll use. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little saltier, I'll throw some Maldon on at the end, but this is where it's at. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like while that rice gets going. Might be too close. Anyhow, my favorite. Yeah, nothing's heating up real fast over here. So I'm going to jump this up a little bit. We've got 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the for the roasted. This is starting to smell good. I'm going to take a peek at my roasted guys. Make sure they're not burning. All right, so those are doing well. What I need to do is, I'm not going to do it. There's a lot of ways that you can season your roasteds. The kick that I'm on right now would probably be sesame oil, but we're not going to do that. Here's what I recommend. Brown some butter. Brown butter's good. Brown food is good. Brown butter is better. I think once you pull them out of the oven, just toss them in a little bit of that brown butter, which now that I'm saying it, I'll probably make it. And then just a little lemon zest. And if we have time, I will do those two things. So let's go back over here and check out my rice. It's starting to sizzle a little bit. I don't know why this is taking so long to heat up over here, guys. Come on. So I'll throw a little bit of the Umami Sea Salt in and some sesame seeds. Okay. Pull these roasteds out real quick. Yeah, these look good. I'm just gonna roll them over to this nice little plate here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave them on here because I might have time to do that brown butter. I don't mind the rice a little cold, and actually I don't think it'll be all that cold. So that's that. Put a little more butter in, and a little more what you call it, sesame oil for these radishes. Not much. Pan is warmer. I can hear it, so that's good. just going to flip everybody over so they're face down. If I had quartered these, I'd have to turn them twice. So I'm hoping that by just doing it on the halves, it'll go a little faster since these are so tender and small. And then I'll turn them over for a little second to get the back sides browned up. But add a little bit of salt. Yeah, so these guys, brown butter, a little bit of lemon zest is the way I'd go here. Let me see if I can find my little pan. I don't generally like to brown butter in a dark pan because it's hard to see when things are done, but I don't think I should be trying to bend the knee that much to get into the cabinet where the other smaller pan is that's stainless. So I'm going to go with this. I'm just going to go with my nose on brown butter. I'm going to lower the heat on these to low just because I'm doing this other thing. And we're going to put a little bit of butter in the pan here. So I need to coat all of those just a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to put this on medium to brown the butter. So this shouldn't take very long. These guys are doing okay. While we wait for the brown butter to start actually browning, I'm going to check on those quick pickles real quick and find a lemon to zest. So roasted guys are cooling off. I'm going to move them for a minute while I zest this lemon. I don't need very much, so. Don't get into the white, because once you get into that white pithy, it's just bitter. So you just want to do it real easy. And I don't have a lot here, so I think that's plenty for what I've got. What's also good is a little, if you have an oregano sprig or something like that, that's really good, but I don't have one fresh in the house right now, and I'm not gonna go outside. So this will sprinkle right on top. Let's go check that butter. Yeah, boy, nothing's moving fast here. You'd think because it is so warm out. Well, it's not that warm out, but it's warm enough. So I'm just gonna wait for this to be brown. You can see it's not brown yet, so get going, brown. What are we doing here? Close. See, they're not quite brown enough, so gonna leave them in there. Get you everybody turned back over in your positions, people. And okay, incorrigible. There we go. Let's see what y'all are saying. Mary, you didn't grow any this year, do you usually? Hey Michelle, thanks for coming. Keels, hey you, thank you. Yeah, it's a hi Baba. Hi Baba. It makes me happy. What can I say? You know, I'm thinking that a friend named Marge might be watching, and I just want to say hi to you as well. Hope everybody's doing well. And let's check out the butter brownness. It's getting all foamy, and we're gonna get the milk solids turning brown here real quick, so I'm gonna leave that. Use your nose. You wanna look for a nutty smell. And like I said, normally would do this in a light colored pan. Don't have one available at the moment. So you would see it starting to turn brown, kind of like you're starting to see it brown here on these radishes. So just gonna go with my gut on what is brown enough. Then we're gonna dump the roasted radishes in here just to get them coated. Then hit it with the lime or lemon zest, plate that. These radishes here on the stove are almost done. And like I said, rice is done. I'm gonna go ahead actually now and throw this spinach on. So somebody get these stems off and kind of coarsely chop this. Yeah, this stuff is what I picked yesterday. My spinach did absolutely not do well this year. But I've got one plant that understands what it means to get with the program. And you don't really actually have to pull the stems off of these. This one's kind of bigger, might be a little woody, so I do that. And then rather than go through the effort of cutting it, I'm just gonna do that. Because you know, it makes itself small anyhow. Let's go over here to the stove and drop these in. They'll wilt. This, my friends, is brown now. See that? So we're gonna turn off the heat and get my roasted radishes. Just drop them in there. Coat them up. So this is going to be brown butter and lemon zest on the roasteds. Got this lemon zest that I'm going to somehow try to figure out how to pick up. Like that maybe. Ah. And then I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. I should have left more of the greens on this, just they look nicer, and I may have gone a little too far, but I tend to overcook things in the oven, which is why I don't generally use the oven. So that is the roasted with, yeah, I could see where adding a little oregano or thyme sprig would just brighten this up a little bit, but that is our roasted and then brown butter with a little lemon zest. That's good stuff. Oh, move over, sesame ginger. This might be the thing. Okay. Let's go check out the stove here. All right, this is doing really nicely. By the time I explain to you what's next, those spinach greens will be perfect. We'll throw them in with the rice. So all I'm gonna do is move these over in here with the rice that we sauteed. Didn't fry it, just kind of sauteed it with some sesame oil, sesame seeds. And then I'm gonna throw my egg in here. And this egg's gonna cook so fast that I could probably just turn off the stove, but I like my eggs really done, so. Yeah, so I'll need to get you the link for this Umami Sea Salt from Oaktown Spices. And Christine, Alpaca Mama, I did see your question. Sorry I didn't pull it up. Umami is kind of more of a savory flavor. We've got the sweet, salty, bitter, acidic, and umami. It's kind of the latest profile to the table. Like I said, I like my eggs well done. That's me. And I'm cooking for me today, so I'm gonna well done these guys. I like my hat too, thanks. Yeah, this was a busy year for all of us. I get it, Mary. And we are loving that ASMR. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Kind of feeling like I need to get back to my roots a little bit and do another kind of silent cooking thing just for the silent of it. All right. So, this here. Make sure everything's off, oven cooling. Yeah, this Umami Sea Salt from Oaktown Spices is the bomb. It's just where it's at. Okay, I'm gonna get a little dish for some rice to show you the pickled, and then we're gonna have a little feast here. That could have worked a little better, but that's okay. I'm gonna break it up a little bit because it's better, it's prettier. All right, let's go get those quick pickles and see what we got. Whew. They've turned a little bit of pink, not as much as they will. If we go another half hour, it'll lose the pink on the vegetables here, on the skin, and it'll be in the vinegar. So, ooh, guess we need a fork-like item. I want to shake that a little bit more. Tastes good though. That rice vinegar is nice and sweet, but the salt's right there. Woo, love it. So you can see some of that garlic and ginger. Trying not to drain them. I'm just gonna try to dump it over. There you go. So this is really good for just a quick lunch. You should, let's pour one here. You can see that the juice is kind of pink. There. Corner of the plate there. So that's just a nice light salad almost. Side dish. Makes me happy. So that's number one, and then here's our sauteed. I went ahead and threw some spinach in there, did a scrambled egg and some rice on the side. That's that, and then roasted is way number three, which is just roasted with a little salt and pepper, avocado oil, something neutral, and then salt and pepper. And then I browned some butter and threw some lemon zest on it. It's not as pretty as I'd like, but it's tasty. So let's taste it all, folks. This needs a little bit of Malden. Nice big coarse pieces. Perfect for finishing a plate. One of these days I'm going to take a picture of it real close so y'all can see it. All right, now let me try this again. Yep. All it needed was just a little dash of Malden. Now, these roasteds, I picked these a few days ago, so they didn't need to be pretty because look what happens when you roast them. Anyhow, good. Those are really good. These would be good with some crusty bread and manchego. I think they'd be good with manchego. I know that sounds weird because they're not sweet at all, but I'm voting for manchego with these. All right, let's take a look at the pickled. We did a little bit of salt with some rice vinegar and then ginger and garlic. And on the bed of cold rice, it's like a little salad, almost like what you'd get in a bento box or something. Of course, I know nothing about making bento boxes, but I would not be discouraged if I saw this there. Well, this is a winner. Okay, I've had this for breakfast many times in the last few days. Get a little bit of egg, get a little bit of radish, some rice on the fork. Sesame oil really comes through. So good. And you know, none of these were really expensive. I think the most expensive ingredient is the Umami Sea Salt. You don't need to use the half and half. Radishes, I don't know what they cost at the grocery store these days, but they hopefully aren't that bad. And they're one of the easiest things to grow. I've never tried doing them in a container, but I bet it would work. They just need some good soil, and like I said, it's only been a month that these were in the ground, and they're fantastic. So a packet of seeds is about $4 or $5, and you're set. Rice wine vinegar might be the next most expensive thing. I think this is probably $6 for this bottle these days, but I didn't use very much, and this will go a long way on a little salad like this, especially if you want really just a light lunch. This might be all you need, maybe with a little piece of chicken breast, or if you have some fish left over from the night before, really nice cold lunch, easy. So I'm going to look at what questions you may or may not have. Looks like none. Michelle, imagine sesame oil. That's what it smells like. And then the roasted ones have that brown butter and lemon. And it smells really good. Any questions before we wrap it up? I can't decide which one I want to eat more. Good to know. Thanks, Mary. They grow in a small planter box. That's awesome. So even if you're in an apartment or something, you could probably make them work on a little patio. They are one of the easiest things, and they're first thing that you should just do in the season. Always the first thing that I harvest. So looking forward to a few more weeks of this before it gets too hot and they start bolting. I'm going to take a few more bites of everything, finish my drink, and then call it a night. If you have any questions, I'm right here. I appreciate y'all dropping in. They're so pretty. I mean, I just got to tell you, it's so pretty. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Yes, Michelle. Just 1 month. These went into the ground courtesy of my friend Alpaca Mama. Helped me out before I had surgery. These went into the ground on the 23rd of May. So not even a month. Oh, I'm sorry. Exactly a month. Yeah, you seem to have a bird issue. I don't know what else to say. Besides, I'm really sorry for you, because that would kind of suck if I had to hate the birds. Well, no, I'm not saying that you hate the birds. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Anyhow, thanks for jumping in tonight, y'all. It's nice to be back. I will see you when I see you. Take care.